What's going on, guys? Victor here from Dexter Outdoors, and I got another how-to fillet video for you today. This time we got a really interesting fish, something you probably don't see at a fillet table often. Down here in Florida, peacock bass are non-native fish, which means that the state brought them into our local ecosystem to control a lot of invasive species. So they're not natively found in Florida, but they were brought here to help control the population of bad fish or invasive fish. Now, a lot of people don't eat these. We've had them. They taste great, in case you were wondering, and you guys are about to see what the fillets look like in a second. So I'm going to be using this 6-inch Fisherman's Flex fillet knife. I like it because it's very flexible. It's little, and little knives provide a lot of dexterity, especially for smaller fish, to really outline the contours of the body, which I like. So what I'm going to do is, I like to start, no matter what fish it is, soft part of the head. I kind of find where it ends, and I make my first cut going into the scales around that pec fin, okay? I flip my fish around. Now what I do is I take the tip of my knife and I go from the head all the way down to the tail. And you guys see, this knife is super sharp. We do that, we outline our fish, and then what I like to do is I let the spine guide me. So the backbone runs along here. The spine is the entire skeletal structure of the fish. I like to let the spine guide me and just go all the way down to the tail, okay? And you should really hear your knife along the bone. That's what you want. You don't want to just go aimlessly through the fillet. We get to about the backbone, right there. Now you're gonna have to break through the pin bones. So every fish has a set of pin bones, which you're about to hear break in a second. The pin bones lie right here above the rib cage. You want to break through them right there. Now, peacock bass have a very big rib cage, which you got to glide over with your knife. Kind of just let the knife take you where it needs to take you, okay? Just follow that rib cage all the way down. Once you get there, you can finish out your fillet, just like that. Beautiful fillets. Actually, we just filleted up a bunch of other peacock bass, and this is the whitest we've seen it. There's that rib cage I'm talking about. When you get there, gotta make sure you go over it, not through it. I see a lot of people struggle. They get there and they think they're stuck. They think their knife isn't sharp, when in reality, break through the pin bones, over the rib cage, finish out your fillet. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the head, around the pec fin, down to the belly, okay? Tip of our knife, from the head all the way down to the tail, just along the spine. You're just outlining your fish. When you get to this part, take your knife and go back up along the spine. This is where that flexibility really comes into play of the knife. Go back up. You go all the way until you get to the backbone once again. Now we have to break through the pin bones. Just let your knife take you where it needs to take you. And just follow this rib cage all the way down. And that's that. Very important. I really like the flexibility of this knife for a smaller fillet, for a smaller fish like this, and especially around that rib cage. As you guys see, there's no meat left on that fish. Now all we have left to do is you take your fillet, tail towards you, head away from you. Line it up against the fillet table, take your knife at a slight angle, and just push that knife away from you to remove the skin. You're separating the fillet from the skin. Just like that. We discard this. Now, the pin bones that we broke through earlier, they're still stuck in there. So what you do is, you go about halfway down the fillet, on one side of the pin bones, the other side of the pin bones, lift this up. Oh, that one just broke off like that. But that's all there is to it. So now that's where the pin bones would have been. They're gone. So now you got a boneless, skinless, beautiful piece of peacock bass. Take a look at one last time at how pretty that fish is. And in case you guys have been wondering or have been wanting to try peacock bass, showed you guys how to fillet it, and I'll tell you firsthand, they are delicious. Very white, very firm, minimal bloodline, nothing trashy or gross about them. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're interested in the knife I used today, once again, 6-inch Fisherman's Flex. I'll have it linked below. Subscribe if you guys haven't already, and go ahead and comment below what you guys want to see next. Anything, any species you guys want to see. We'll try to get it covered. And until that next one, see ya.